The night of December 28, 1958 was the night that changed history in the NFL. The New York Giants and Baltimore Colts were part of the sudden death game ever played in the NFL, which was very popular with a national television audience because it attracted everybody. Like, no one ever heard of sudden death in the NFL. Like, what is this coming against? You know what I mean? It's like sudden death in the NFL. What's that? That's what people are wondering, and they were tuning into this, all the coverage stations, just to see what this was. They just quite didn't understand what it was, and like between the broadcast networks and the cable networks, they were providing everyone with this information because everyone was lost. They didn't understand it, and because of the cable networks and the broadcasting networks, it gave access to the outsiders, as me, to see what these games were about. No one really understood it. And, you know, like the newspapers and the radio stations, anything back in 1958 where they had access to break news, they did. This was the biggest thing. It was bigger than the Olympics, bigger than anything. Like, it was crazy. And like in the Salisbury Times, it was out of New York City, if I'm not mistaken, and quote, "When the Colts rallied to win the National Football Championship, it lifted the lid and pent up emotion." In other words, this quote tells us it excited fans. They were really excited about sudden death in the national championship. It brought a new outlook on sports in general. It was crazy. Like the media sources gave fans access to information. Like, it's crazy. Like, the reason that the 1958 championship NFL game was so great was because when it took place during a year, it was late winter, nationally aired. Not only was it based in New York City, the championship game NFL was also the first game in sudden death and overtime history. The New York media advertising these companies had felt field day with this event. Back then, New York was the center of advertising throughout the entire United States of America. However, the TV industry was in a fledged stage, and the story, it was covered all over America. It didn't, no matter where, it just didn't matter. And the impact on the story was, it impacted itself. Something so huge, something so deliberate. It didn't matter about the story. It was just perfect the way it was. It broke amazingly. It was insane. And the historical impact of the 1958 championship, it brought a whole new outlook on the NFL, like I said before. It merged the way the NFL is today. It changed the whole outlook on the NFL. So that's pretty much it. Thank you.